7. I'm Lemon, the anchor.
I'm Wendy, the reporter.
I'm Penny, the broadcaster A.
I'm Sunny, the protester B.
I'm Susie, the protester C.
I'm Simple, the banker.
And I'm Jenny, the socialist.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Focus Today. I'm Lemon. Today's headline is Occupy London. In the fall of 2011, the Occupy Wall Street movement took place in New York, with people protesting a growing income gap. And now the demonstrations spread to other parts of the world, including London. Since October the 15th, the thousands of anti-capitalist demonstrators from Occupy London Stock Exchange have now been camped outside the St. Paul's Cathedral and refused to leave. The protesters carried the banners with the slogan, "We are the 99%," and they said the movement was aimed at addressing the economic and social injustice in Britain as part of the global movement for real democracy. And now our correspondent Wendy is in London now. Let's connect to her. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Lemon.
Could you tell us more information about the Occupy London movement?
Okay, I'm the reporter from VOT. Now I'm in the central part of the protest site, the St. Paul Cathedral. By Monday, there were about 200 tents has been here, and as well as increasingly intricate polluting in order to put the necessities such as food and facilities for media. By Monday, there were about 20,000 people have been taking part in this protest. That's a basic description from London.
Okay, thank you, Wendy. The demonstrators include students and employed graduates, the prisoners, and even the tourists passing through the London streets. So we want to know what is their motivation and the real opinion towards this movement.
Okay, the people beside me is Penny, Sunny, and Susie. Let's ask them some questions. First of all, why do you intend for this protest?
Okay, first I want to say we have huge concerns about our economy, we have huge concerns about our environment, and we also have huge concerns about banks. Think like this, we put all of money in the bank, but the bank do whatever they like. They use our money to take as many risks as they want, and they know that the government will just obey their will. We can't keep on checking our money in the bank every day. We have no choice rather than occupy. And what's more, I think it's time to change, both for the financial system and the political system. There's a shift in the world. You don't have to be a genius to see that our system has broken. And we will stay here until they listen.
Thank you. What about you, Sunny?
I'm a mother of 2 children. Today, I'm here not only to protect the welfare of ourselves, but also our next generation, their future. Well, I think the current government is demolishing what has been built up in recent years, and they have done nothing right. So, as far as I'm concerned, I think that the government should do something. That's why I'm here.
Thank you.
I have just lost my job for 1 month. It's really depressing. You can imagine how difficult it is for me to get my first job. I can feel that the whole job market is down, but never imagined being jobless so fast. The market is flat and companies are just keep laying off employees. Who can say his job is secure? At first, I thought those who graduate from the top 10 colleges wouldn't be trapped into this unemployment crisis, but it turned out that nobody is a lucky star. My parents always tell me to grasp my future by myself, but how can I? The women's unemployment rate has been the highest in the past 23 years. What are we waiting for? We are not blaming, but we do need jobs. I think the government should be more effective.
Well, what do you think about this protest?
And in my opinion, I think this movement is not going away. This movement is building global movement, and I hope that this demonstration will have impact on the governments and big businesses. My intention is to stay here as long as possible, and I think many people feel the same way.
Thank you.
I think the demonstration is very, very well organized, and I'm in favor of the freedom to express ourselves. I think if the government doesn't do anything, we will keep sending a message to them that we are strong and united, and we will fight to the end that we will defend ourselves.
I hope that the government and bankers can hear our voice and think more of us when they are dealing with our money. Actually, most of us are young people and we can be independent if there are enough opportunities. Once the government put what they promised and planned into practice, rather than just saying, it is hopeful that we can have some jobs.
Thank you all. As we can see, different people have different ideas about this protest. But the aim is the same. That is to argue against the greedy of the banker as well as to call for the government to provide more jobs and guarantee people's life. That's the report from London Lemon.
Thank you, Wendy. The global organizers also set the slogans that the bankers got the bailout, we got sold out. So what is the reaction and attitudes of the bankers through this event? Let's watch an interview from the famous banker Simple Yang from the London Stock Exchange.
In order to get to know the things comprehensively, we go to the London Exchange Stock and interview the famous banker Miss Yang. And let's see what is her perception about this protest. Hello, Miss Yang. Would you please tell me what is your attitude and comments about this protest?
Okay, I'm encouraged by the direction, by the speed it was moving now, by the strength of this emerging strategy. But as you know, it is all the details, and it's very hard to judge. I want people to see my statement. To Europe, the real problem is not a currency, but the debt crisis. Speed up the process of European integration. So Europe set up for 10 years. It has played an essential role in the single market and economic integration. The Europe are bound together. Once the Europe breaks down, Europe integration will have a fundamental reverse. The debt crisis triggered the learning progress for us. The only way the euro can survive is not only the unified physical policy, even in a certain degree of unified social police. This movement is not an accident, you know that. It is a sickness of the capitalist world system periodic crisis. It is a capital and social game. The people are the participants of the history, and it is very hard to grasp the history of the world history. We should calm down to think about it. Instead of this protest march, there is a long way for us to go, and we will try our best to overcome it, and we believe in it.
Thank you. That is the reporter from London Exchange Stock, Lemon.
Thank you for your report. Today we also invited a famous socialist, Jenny, to make more comments on Occupy London movement. Welcome, Jenny.
Good afternoon.
Up to now, the Occupy protest has spread so quickly around the world, and the demonstrators demand reform of the global social system. So, can you help us to analyze the whole situation and give us more comments and advices towards to solve this problem?
Okay, well, we can see that given that the protesters are demonstrating against capitalist greed, corruption throughout the upper echelon of society, the subversion of democracy, the subordination of all government policy to the interests of the billionaire 1%, the injustice of implementing austerity measures on the poorest and most needy and vulnerable people in society, while the bankers and speculators in the stock market casino next door continue to receive huge bonuses. Given all of this, we can see that the dean of the St. Paul's Casino will be standing shoulder to shoulder with the protesters. Or perhaps we, the 99%, should accept our lot and wait for the reward in the next life. We can always have proper democracy in the heaven, but would it be too much to expect the church to act in the interest of the 99% instead of allowing itself to furthering the interests of the 1%? So then again, I suppose it is the historical role of the religion to keep the masses on their knees, to ensure that we know our place and offer no resistance to the injustice. That's all.
Well, thank you for Jenny's comments. As a call to reaction against the unequal distribution of wealth, the Occupy protest also took place in Moscow, Berlin, and Toronto, and we will bring you the latest news in Europe tomorrow. Thank you for watching Focus Today. I'm Lemon. See you next time.